Hello, hello. I'm over here jamming out.
Hi there.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. Welcome in. Hey, Cece, how are you? Happy Metaverse Monday.
Yay. Happy Metaverse Monday, everyone. Just finishing up getting ready. I am streaming into Spatial. Just want to make sure the audio is good. Oh, we're so exciting. I love tech. So good. Jen, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I'm right there with you. It's so beautiful and rewarding, but a boatload, I will say. I'm also plugging in all of my cables here, and getting ready to get started. Thank you, everybody, for joining in. If you haven't already, retweeted space. I'm so happy to be here. Super excited.
All right. Well, I think we should say hello to some friends in the room. We have our wonderful Coin Laundry, my partner in all things Web3. Nice to see you, Songs of Eden. Thank you for that beautiful intro song. We love your new album, Bry the Crypto Guy. We love Bry. He's bringing us dynamic contract solutions to liberate you from those pesky market contracts that don't give you what you need in Web3. Meta Mike, my buddy, my OG. How you doing? Matthew, welcome. Ida, I am so excited for Friday. You don't even understand the amazingness this woman is going to unleash on us. One Existence, Alan. Love you. Thank you for popping in. Griff, making an NFT. As always, fam, love to see you here. CJ Meta is here to help stream. Hello, CJ. And then Karma, it's so nice to see you, meet you. Thank you for joining us today. Brian Life, oh, my 3D buddy, Brian Life, I love you. Thanks for popping in. So that is all of our friends. We have a family here today for Metaverse Monday, episode number 22. 22 weeks of this madness, y'all listening to me ramble on. I love you guys. We are here with Jen from NFT Oasis. She is a community alchemist, an activist, and a really good party planner. We are going to be doing an AMA with Jen on behalf of NFT Oasis for Metaverse Monday. We're going to learn a little bit more about them. I am so excited. So let's buckle up, get started. Prism, how are you today? Take it away.
I'm doing great. And this is, it's my fourth time doing this with you. So, wow, it's like a month. I was just looking at how many times, like, wow, it just flew by that month. So, thank you so much for everybody in the room today. Please, we want to have spread the metaverse love. Please retweet the room and let's send this out. All you have to do is hit that bottom right button and then share it. And then also add your questions if you have any questions today. We will try. We'll be looking and monitoring that, and also retweeting and putting those things up into the jumbotron. That's my job today. I'm so busy. I've been traveling the metaverse. I was in a Rubik's cube earlier, and also in an asteroid belt. So it's been fun. It's super exciting. Let's see what else. Oh, I'm also working on my own custom space too, so for spatial. So I've been having fun getting feedback and making changes there. So it's exciting. It's a great time to be alive. Hope you're all having a great day, and let's get into this.
All right. Jen, would you like to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about you, a little bit about NFT Oasis?
Yes, yes. Well, hi everybody. Hi Cece. Again, and again. Thank you so much for having me. My name, like I've just been introduced, is Jen. In the metaverse, I go by Pink Aura, and I am the community alchemist here at NFT Oasis. It's so great to be here. I'm a big fan. I've been tuning in for the past few episodes, so it's just been such a full circle to have now this moment of just connecting. We are the metaverse, we are the multiverse. The experience does lie in the human connectivity that we are evolving here with all of our spaces. So it's been long overdue, and I'm just so happy to be here and really just share the NFT Oasis experimental experience layer that we have here, for all of you guys. I really do believe and am so passionate about where we are as a company, where we are as a team, and just the amount of experiences that we are bringing forward fills me up. I've a little bit about my path. I've just always been so passionate about the projects that I do. I have my own small business. I'm a jewelry designer. So when I got connected by David, who's a really really good friend of mine, we both sat in the neighborhood council for Boyle Heights, which is where I was born and raised here in LA. It's been a passion project of mine to work alongside people that are passionate and motivated. So when me and him were sitting on the board, we dealt with a lot of issues with misrepresentation in our community, and just the ability to understand the power that uh, we have as individuals just wanting to get educated on the systems, whether it's political or here specifically in the metaverse. It's been something that I've been passionate about. So him reaching out to me, asking me to come on board with NFT Oasis and build this community, because I don't think it's just something that we produce and then we put out. It's something that we build. It's something that we come together as individuals with an idea, with a knowledge, with a story to tell, and bringing it into life. It's really really exciting. So I'll stop there. We have some questions, and I just don't want to ramble. So please let me know if
You're
I.
doing great. There is no rambling here. This is a chill conversation. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to have you with us today. We do want to recognize that this month is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. If you have a space that you're running or a gallery that you're opening or is on display at this time, please post the link to the tweet in the bottom. We want to support Breast Cancer Awareness Month because, you know, we've all been touched by it in some way. So let's be amazing spacians. Maybe add a little pink to your space if you want to support that. Prism, actually, Prism, what did you do for Breast Cancer Awareness Month this month?
Well, as you see, I am like all pink. I'm pink. I have a pink banner or cover on my
Yeah.
profile. I'm a pink PFP today and all month, as well as my spatial gallery. I found all the pink prisms that are in the collection and put them right in the front. So my thumbnail is like all pink, as well as like why I am. I had to put a banner or flyer in there so people know why is this all pink. So yeah, so definitely doing that every day this month.
Thank you, Prism. That's so sweet. So, yeah, let us know. We want to support it. Okay, so I think we should just dive in
Let's.
and get into these lovely questions. I love it. Okay, so I want to know, where did the metaverse journey begin for you? And also curious about NFT Oasis. How did you guys dive into that?
Yeah, so NFT Oasis began as the metaverse experiential layer built on the Provenance ecosystem. So it's the immersive metaverse experience. Um, it's the brand, right? It's the thing that encompasses our building this idea of bridging web 2 into web 3 at a standard. You know, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of confusion, there's a lot of questions to be answered when it comes to the way that we are reorienting human capacity to connect in the metaverse. So I think NFT Oasis was built on the idea to, you know, build a strong community, to build a strong foundation. I came in as the community alchemist, I want to say officially 5 months ago or so. So it's been great. A lot of things are moving quickly. The entire NFT Oasis team has been constantly working on building this infrastructure as intentional as possible. It's been a real understanding of each and every team member, from the founders to the operational team, to the events team, to really, really understand the journey that it's taken for us to learn this knowledge, using platforms like Altspace and those we haven't yet announced. But it's really really exciting to understand and see that the metaverse journey is still ongoing. It's begun, but it's still unraveling as we speak, as for it is a lot of other platforms. And it's just so beautiful, this platform here in Metaverse Monday, that we have to share, to come together, to really um, teach each other about our learnings and about our platforms in a way that, like I said earlier, we, the human, the experience mechanisms behind all of these platforms can come together and be together in each other's spaces. It's one word, and it's abundance for me. And it's understanding that NFT Oasis is building the standard for what we want. I mean, just this past Friday, we had an amazing event with Keith Harris, who's the drummer for Black Eyed Peas. He's had amazing musical experiences with other top artists, and bringing him into the metaverse, having him, really involved with everything from the actual performance to him coming in after and speaking to us. It's just these experiences that we're cultivating, that we're learning from, right? We're learning from them, and we're understanding how we can bring this out to, not specifically people like Keith Harris, but for people of all backgrounds, of all talents, um, of all categories. So we're looking for everybody and anybody willing to accept this metaverse journey, evolution, if you would say, as just an opportunity, right? An opportunity to find sovereignty, an opportunity to find something tangible that we can move forward. And I'm just so excited to be here, because each and every single one of us has found that through one way or another. We've found ourselves to be really really pioneering this understanding of opportunity that we have. So yeah, I hope I summarized that well. It's still ongoing. This metaverse journey is still ongoing, and we're so excited. We're so excited to be working with pioneers, to be working with freelancers, to be working with creators, whether you're an artist, a singer, a poet, just to create these experiences that allow you to connect with your community in a more immersive and evolutionary way that we have before. And, not getting to emo, the pandemic really showed us a lot. It really showed us a lot about human sovereignty. It really showed us a lot about just the way that we can really resource a lot of the platforms that we have to come together as a community. It was so much fun this weekend. I took a dive into a lot of the events that we've created in the past. And a year ago, when we were making art walks every single Saturday, it was this reunion for people who haven't really had the opportunity to have contact with people in such a long time, that we saw that as an opportunity to really define what that meant, define people coming together and sharing their art and sharing, their resources and their ability to find means, because of the um the events that 2020 brought. A lot of people were left scattered, and they were left with an opportunity to make a change in their life, to make a change with how they create income. So there's a lot of beautiful things still, things that are being defined now, but a lot of beautiful opportunities that came in the way that people live their life and create equity in something like the metaverse.
Thank you so much. That is so beautiful. And yes, very thorough. So I appreciate it. I do want to welcome Griff to the stage. He's got his hand up. I think it's going to fall off. How you doing, Griff?
Well, hello,
Good job.
wonderful ladies and family. Britt, Coin Laundry, Existence, Meta Trackers, and everybody in this room. I'd suggest you follow, the bottom to the top, because we never know where we find our next brilliant mind. So I would just watch who's in the room, first of all, because it's a special group of people. Also, I just want to say thank you to NFT Oasis. I mean, Jen, personally, I want to thank you. You've been such a huge inspiration to us and such a great
Oh,
partner journeying through the Oasis. So thank you. I'm not going to ramble too long, but my journey did start in the metaverse experience with NFT Oasis and in those art walks. It really helped change me, you know. It really set me on a path to the future, and now I am a penthouse owner. They have dream houses and penthouses, and Jen's the one who helped me start figuring it out and letting me expand. So thank you. I'm a proud member, and if anybody has questions on that side, I'd love to help. So good morning, everybody, and hello.
Thank you, Griff. Welcome.
yeah.
Feel free to hang out. And I'm sure we'll have questions later.
Yes. Happy to answer. What's next? I'm on a roll. I love this. I love this. Everybody here is so kind. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. So we talked a little bit about how you got into it, how NFT Oasis came into existence. Um, what else? Oh, here's the big question. So we're all about, crossing platforms and metaverses and experiencing, you know, every everything that these different metaverses have to offer. And I'm sure you guys did your research and you guys were looking for just the right fit for you guys. And I'm curious, what brought you to Altspace? And what was that like making that decision out of all of the metaverses? What brought you to Altspace and what does your future look like with Altspace?
Yeah, great question. Great question. So again, I just want to remind everyone, me and Cece got on a call before this amazing gathering, but we decided to put a twist to it, right? So we want to find you wherever you are. If that's just in Twitter, that's great. I'm currently live streaming, so if you go over to, maybe I can pin it. I haven't pin something in a minute. There we go. So I'm live streaming currently, and I just want to share about our journey, right? And it's not to say. Let me pause. I want to reorient that question because it's this idea of the metaverse is us, right? And it's not to say that there's one holy grail of the metaverse and this is where you should be. I don't think it's that. And I think we're moving far from that point in conversation. Although Altspace VR, like I believe Spatial IO is to you Spatians, you beautiful Spatians, it's our home metaverse. And since our lead designer, co-founder Greg Edwards brought Burning Man into the metaverse in 2020, it showed us just at what capacity moments can be scaled in the metaverse. And I'm biased, of course, with my experiences and have grown so fond over Altspace, but specifically the creativity that that the team here at NFT Oasis has been able to accomplish and that has just vision for in the metaverse. That's why I'm excited and honored to share this knowledge. You know, we have the opportunity and we have the position to be ready to share with all of the creators, the architects, the collectors, and the freelancer the abundant ecosystem that is NFT Oasis, that is the provenance standard. Because, if you've entered any of our events, we have this vision when it comes to how we connect. And, I'm walking in right now to not my penthouse, my dream house. And it's something that I've spent a lot of just time really understanding what the metaverse is to me specifically. And it's the ability to connect with people, with my group, with my community, with my business. Send by Jen is something that I created, and now I have the opportunity and the metaverse layer to create something more with it, to find this opportunity and run with it. And I think, as all of us here do with the metaverse. So it's not to say why Altspace. but it's to say why the metaverse. And I think it's this understanding, right, that we have something so beautiful and so tangible at our fingertips, with community, with human connectivity, with the evolution for how we communicate, for how we, transactionalize this journey that we're becoming and we're bringing into the metaverse. It really is, just the way that NFT Oasis understands this opportunity and the way that we're manifesting it to come into anybody's hands, whether you want to be a part of one metaverse. It's the opportunity to expand your consciousness and to be really honest with yourself for a second, right? And be like, am I limiting myself? I don't think like that. I have joined, One Existence in Decentraland, worn his hoodies, had an amazing time partying with my friends there, as I have in Spatial with Haisisi and her beautiful worlds and her art world and her art walks. It's just been a privilege of mine to be able to come into all of these spaces and to understand what the metaverse is, not as one platform, not as one holy grail, but as the layer of, human connectivity that we've had the beautiful, beautiful, abundant opportunity to evolve, to be here in Twitter spaces. But if you look at my live, I'm in the metaverse watching the Twitter space. I was just playing Hi Cece's live stream on YouTube. It's these experiences that can really, really redirect the way that humans are connecting. And then in a time like 2020, let's take the positives. Let's take the opportunity for us to like synergize the ability to be hybrid, to be these evolutionary spirits that, you know, party hard in these IRL metaverse, but then have the opportunity to party even harder in the metaverse, or vice versa, whatever you have it. We're now at such a beautiful catalytic point in our human connectivity that we can do it. We can really, really reorient the way that we have communion, the way that we have these uh, I'm trying to look for the right word, but I think the only thing coming to mind is these experiences that humans just get to connect. Because I don't know about you, but every single time I'm in world in these immersive reality worlds, it sure, yes, it's fun to be in 2D. But when you're there with another human and you're connecting them, me and Josh do it all the time. I mean, Josh, if you want to pop in here,
Yeah,
it's
I was just gonna ask, can I just come hang out?
yeah,
Because
yeah, my
at the end of
availability.
the day, I want to check your space out, and I would encourage anybody. I would just say, if anybody has any questions about onboarding into our space, there are different entry points, and we'd be more than happy, whether that's at the end of this or in small groups. We're always happy to invite and encourage sharing for everybody. So with that, Jen, I'm just going to jump to you, and I'll see you in the space.
Yeah, yeah, no, definitely. And to really echo off of what Josh is saying, we're taking all of the learnings that we have, and by no mean are we gatekeeping it. It's something that we've seen opportunity in sharing the knowledge versus keeping it to ourselves. So without sharing too much, we have a lot of exciting things coming with.
Hey, can I just add to that I was with Existence late after that show the other night, and I go to turn around because I wanted to do some graffiti on my wall, and there was some person just hanging out doing graffiti, and Existence was like, "Hey, why don't you just let them know that you want to do it?" And it's like, one, people can come here to create, and that, it's my space, but it's our space. I've had other people who go in for
Yeah,
meetings. My friend's son is in there all the time hanging out. We found out he's pretty much, a genius. He's autistic. Um, he has trouble with his speech, but through the metaverse, we've learned that the kid has a fully photographic memory,
I love it.
and he's just Dude, he could remember chains and numbers longer than I could do ever in my life. Right now, he's 3. And he's using that, and he wouldn't look at me on the phone ever. And now he'll look at me on FaceTime. He says, Uncle Josh, Metaverse, I'll meet you on the 3rd floor. I started crying.
Oh,
So there are amazing applications with all this stuff beyond shilling records,
yes,
or and it doesn't matter where we have these experiences. It matters that we're having them.
yes.
So I just want to say thanks again, because that was worth the price of admission. I'm heading in.
Yes, yes. Come on in, and everybody. Again, we want to find you where you are. I'm sorry. If you just want to join the live stream, join the live stream. We are also in our Discord. We're streaming it into our Discord, and I'm streaming it out into Twitter. But yeah, I couldn't have said it better ourselves, Josh. It really is us in the driver's seat of these experiences that really make it that much more worth it. Really make it adds value is a better way of saying it.
Thank you so much. I just want to give you that was awesome.
Oh,
I want to say you're doing great, and I want to just quickly do a boost set for our room. I guess it's a combination of boost and reset because we're not starting over; we're just adding, right? So
yes.
I just want to do that real quick, and then we'll jump right into the next question if that's cool with you.
Perfect, perfect. Yeah, let them know what they have to do. Let us know.
All right.
Please.
So thank you again for everybody for your time and attention today. We appreciate you could be anywhere else and you're here with us. So we appreciate that. Appreciate you as well for sharing your spaces that you are, whether it's in on spatial or anywhere else in the metaverse. We believe in the one metaverse concept here. So we aren't maxis. We do have, I guess, some inkling for spatial, so but that's okay. We are talking today with NFT.
Healthy vibe.
That's right, exactly. We're talking to NFT Oasis and their journey into the metaverse. Please make sure you follow everybody in the room. Make sure you're hitting that retweet button. Let your friends know that we are here talking about the metaverse and this incredible journey. If you have any questions, please hit that secret button on the right hand corner. And if you're in the Twitter space, if you're streaming, please just let your friends know in your whatever chat system you're using. And then, yeah, so we'll be opening up the speaker panel for some more questions. So please hang on for that in just a minute. All right. So let's see. Let's back to the question list. Okay, so can you share? I know building community is so important, and I just want to know what your thoughts are about how you're building community using your current metaverse, and if you can give us some of the tips for people that are in the room that are trying to do the same thing. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
yeah, thank you, and great question. I think this was also something that I found so much value coming into Web3. Again, my experience and my background building community was from a standpoint of a very real and raw experience that I went through. I was the community chair for the NF. Oh my God, the NFT for the BHNC, the Boyle Heights Neighborhood Council. So it was really, really special to me to understand my strengths in building community when it came with something so heavy, which was representation in our community, representation in the knowledge that individuals have when it comes to pushing for something that they want to change. So, like I said and shared earlier, me and David were both in this council together. We, just saw the importance of building a community of knowledge and pushing it forward for our community in Boyle Heights. So it was something so special that I got to really genuinely pour a lot of that into my work professionally here with NFT Oasis. So it's been such a blessing. I'm super passionate about creating these opportunities and experiences for something so tangible and legitimate, right? It's for the people by the people. So I'm fully invested in understanding the wires that connect humanity to the abundant creator economy that we're manifesting. It's understanding that we're in this tipping point of creating something that a lot of people can live sovereign by. A lot of people can create these opportunities. I know from working with one of our lead designers, world builders, Artsy, she's created her entire uh, I even want to say it's a huge blessing to be working with her, because she did this amidst the 2020 events. And she was at a standpoint where she needed to create something to help her put food on the table. And it's just those stories that I've been connecting with, and to see her be so successful, and to see her even go on and make something of her learnings, where again, it's not that you know I'm going to keep this knowledge for myself and I need to get mine before you get yours. It's about sharing the knowledge. It's about sharing the education that we were blessed with, that we can then bless others. And when we're talking about the abundant creator economy, we really are in the driver's seat with how that gets manifested. So building community to me is something that I take very seriously. I don't just call myself a community manager, I call myself a community alchemist. I was given that name by NFT Oasis because it really is an alchemy of where we are right now into where we're going to be, into what we're creating. And like I said earlier, it's not a product we're just going to put out there, it's something that we have to build. So it's a lot of learning, it's a lot of heads down, just being silent, really understanding from me to all of the team members here at NFT Oasis, to like buckling up our boots and going into the nitty gritty of understanding how we can really learn for ourselves to then empower others. And we've done it with, our penthouse owner, Josh, who has worked very, very closely with me, and, me empowering him to do what he has done, to create the experiences and the connections that he has built in his penthouse. Now learning and understanding how we can amplify that, right? How we can scale that in a way that's beneficial to us and you, because it's this understanding that you can get somewhere if you buy your way into it. But if you empower someone, if you really pour your energy into someone and you see them succeed, that's something that money can't buy, because that's you playing with a dharma, an energy that's pushing forward what a lot of people have been doing. And NFT Oasis is very
Oh,
proud,
hey,
and
girl.
we're understanding that this is something that is scalable. And we're really, really working in a lot of our meetings to understand the best way for us to scale that. Oh, I see Josh just came in. And if you're in our live stream, you can tap in and see. But it's again, it's just this community, right? It's this understanding that we're in multiple places, but we're together, and that's what matters.
That's really awesome. I love so kind of tracking back a little bit. So you mentioned the Boyle Heights Council. Is it so? This is sort of a real life council that you're a part of. I don't know the context there, so I was just
Yeah. Of
clar-
course, of course. So I moved up to a little bit south. So I'm now in Highland Park. Not sure if it's okay to share your IRL location. But I'm in Highland Park. And because of city limits, I wasn't able to be a part of the board. But yes, I was the community chair for the Boyle Heights Neighborhood Council. It was something very special to me. If I could take you down a little journey past my past, I joined because a huge corporation, I'm not going to name any names, came into our community and wanted to build a tower in one of the only green spaces in Boyle Heights. So I was born and raised in LA, Boyle Heights to be specific. So I'm well aware of the things that happen to me as communities start evolving in in real life, right? So LA has been taking a turn. A lot of people say for the worse, a lot of people say for the better. I'm just an observer. So I've seen a lot of things change throughout my adolescence going into my adult life here. And when I knew that I could get involved in something like a system with that was politically brought on board with the neighborhood councils, it was more of an invitation for me to grow my knowledge in how I can make a difference. So it was more of a journey for me to come into my position, my sovereign position as a constituent of LA, a constituent of the Boyle Heights community, and really teach myself a lot of how I can empower myself and then empower a community to learn the laws. You know, it wasn't about completely just wanting this tower not to exist, but it was understanding that, hey, we have a voice, and in a city like Boyle Heights, where it's very few green spaces that we have there. Why why build in a community garden where we have resources like planting, like decomposting, like teaching kids who didn't even know how strawberries were made, asking me, why is the strawberry green? I thought a strawberry was red. And then teaching them, right? Teaching them to get their hands dirty in dirt. And I think that's a huge disconnect that I'm always, if you've been to any of my world, I'm like, okay, now go touch some grass. Now go hug a tree. It's because this metaverse experience isn't meant to walk us away from the path that humans walk with mother nature, with Gaia. It's understanding that we're a hybrid of everything that we have going on. And if there's something that I can share, is that we need to take these journeys and these experiences that we take as sovereign individuals and plug them in wherever we can, and uh the neighborhood council was a journey and a stepping stone for me to understand my power, to understand my ability to lead a community, and be a pioneer.
That's that's beautiful. I love that, and I like how you're taking your in real life world and bringing that to the metaverse. I think that's really that's a really smart way to do it, and I want to know more. So I'm intrigued. I can't wait to get in there. I'm not doing it today because I got too much stuff running on my computer, but
No worries, no worries. I'm happy to,
will.
give. Yes,
I
I'm
got to
happy.
download. I got to. Oh, go ahead.
We have weekly events. We have tonight. We're gonna have a tiny room. So we have a bunch of different things going on a weekly basis. But our meta vibes, I think, is something that now with this community that we're harnessing, Meta Vibes, which is our Friday event, which is hosted in our metaverse, and we'll have details on how we're gonna jump over to there later. But that welcome world, it really is a welcome world, and it really is this um, just teaching that we have for people to, put training wheels on, put a tricycle on that bicycle, and grow with us. And we have a really great ability to have put up postcards of how to navigate the world, and then it's off balancing into this academy that we're building here. I don't want to say a lot because it's still coming down the pipeline, but it's really that off ramp that's going to really create this journey that we're trying to harvest here at NFT Oasis, where you come in, you
Hello?
learn, and then whatever journey sparks you, you have the
Hey,
ability to
can you
go
see
on
the
into that
screen?
journey
Oh,
to really take
I'm
your
here.
direction wherever
Yeah.
you want to be, whether
Can you
that's a
see
creator,
my
whether that's a
badge?
freelancer, whether that's a collector,
Sorry, she's
whether that's a designer here.
um
It
how
really is your journey that
wait,
we're
how are
happy to
you?
empower.
Good,
Keep
I
getting
miss
kicked
you.
off of the
Thank you
Discord
so
for some
much, Jen.
reason, so
Before
that's
I
why I
boost
came
the
in here.
room, I see
I'm glad
one
you did because I
existence
miss you.
has a
You were one of my
question
favorite
or
people to
comment, and then
talk
I'll
to.
pass it over to
I mean,
Griff, and then we
not
will
really, because
reset
we
the
talk about your
room.
greatness all the
How
time.
Yeah.
you doing, Alan?
I'm well. Hi,
Just
CC.
so you
Thank you
know,
so much. Thank you. Thank
I
you.
I
Just
have
I'll do this.
preference
Try to be
for
quick.
William.
Biometa is
I'm
in the room.
sorry if I
Hey,
missed
Uh-huh.
or misspoke
making
about some of your
NFT.
things, but
Canessa with
when
Community
you're
Building
thinking fast and
Decentraland.
running
Good to see
fast
you here
sometimes,
too.
I have a
Hey.
Um,
hard time sleeping.
I can't tell you how excited and happy I am to see you, ICC and NFT Oasis together here. I know it was quite a while in the making, getting this to happen. So that's awesome. I want to mention that for those of you that aren't familiar with alt space, to know that it does say VR, but you do not have to have goggles or Oculus or anything to go into their world. It is truly a remarkable experience. You should go. Jen with NFT Oasis if you have the chance to meet her there, she is very welcoming, knowledgeable. She's a wonderful person, just like ICC. And I noticed Nira's here, who I met recently as well.
Yes.
So that's cool.
To our live stream, you'll be able to see all of our friends here inside of my beautiful home.
Yeah, and you're in alt space or spatial?
I'm in alt space right now.
Okay, because I'm geared up to come in myself. And then I do have a question.
Yes.
You mentioned something about being built on provenance.
Yes.
Something I'm not familiar with. Are you able to say anything about that?
Yeah, so in a couple in shortly we will bring all of those confusions to rest. So the provenance circle, the provenance is what NFT Oasis is built on. It's our company, and NFT Oasis, if I can kind of put it into perspective, is the brand. NFT Oasis is what sits on Altspace. It's what creates these experiences that we're a part of. But the provenance is something that our CEO Will O'Brien has carefully positioned to be kind of like the incubator, you can say, or the underlining platform where all of these exciting things that are coming down the pipeline are going to sit under. So NFT Oasis is going to be the experience layer of the provenance circle, but then you have a lot of exciting things coming. To hint to people, it's the academy. It's also the marketplace that we're trying to build on here. So it really is that position that I'm trying to get you guys to vision. But yeah, the provenance. We have this amazing marketing video, and it's not even a marketing video. It's really just a compilation of the experiences that we have created here in the metaverse with you all. So it's explaining that, it's explaining really clearly the layers that we have, because there's to quote that there, and not to be not to cuss, but there's layers to this shit. There's a lot of layers when it comes to understanding the beauty that is the metaverse, the beauty that is this experience that we're cultivating here, whether it's in alt space, whether it's on Twitter streaming into the live stream, or whether it's a oh gosh, should I say it? Whether it's a browser-based solution that we have in the works for you to tune in, whether it's in your phone or whether it's on a Chrome extension, it's coming, and it's so special to us because, like I said earlier, it took a lot of putting our heads down. It took a lot of really being intentional and intuitive with the way that we want to position ourselves to really come forward with a lot of it. So that's kind of why NFT Oasis has been with their heads down for a little bit. It's because we really want to be intentional about the things that we're bringing onto the community, because it's a standard. There's a reason it's the provenance standard. It's the way that we're envisioning the entire collective to think, because it's so special. And I've gotten myself very lucky to position myself as an alchemist to really reorient the way and the confusion and the questions that still lie in Web3, in the metaverse, in crypto. So yeah, I hope I answered your question, One Existence.
Very much so. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I've just arrived. Beautiful home.
Isn't it just so beautiful? It's light and airy. I've been sitting in here, hanging out, watching the stream. I see Existence cruising up. Hello, love bug. I do want to boost set the room. I want to thank. Thanks, Prizzy. I would like to thank everyone for joining us today. I know you could be anywhere and you decided to be here with us. We love you, VDK. We love you, Songs of Eden. We love you, Bry. We love you, Ida and Biometa. We love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. If you would like to share your space, please pop it into that cute little bubble down there at the bottom. We can go check it out on our free time. I'd love to see it. If you have any questions for NFT Oasis, please feel free to request up. We would love to hear your questions, especially if you're curious about Outspace, which, you know, I'm super curious, and that's why we're all here today. And then, of course, let's see, what else have we got? Oh, we are speaking, of course, with NFT Oasis about their project, about the future of the metaverse, and all the fun things that they've got going on. So I just want to say thank you, Jen, for joining us today. And I think we have a question. Let's see here. Prizzy, did we hit up what does the future look like for NFT Oasis? Can we ask the big one?
Ooh.
You have to. You already asked. So.
You have. I guess now we're
cat's out of the bag. Let's do it.
We have to eat what's on the table now. But yes, we have a lot of exciting news coming down the pipeline, like I've said and like I've expressed already. But I guess you guys all have to stay connected. Join our Discord, follow us across our socials. Um, we have a lot of exciting things coming into the future of NFT Oasis. And I say that with so much pride and integrity because I myself have been doing a lot of the work with understanding these ecosystems that we have within our ecosystem. You know, it's not all about performers, it's about the opportunity that performers get to birth, whether that's coming in as a freelancer, whether that's working with your favorite artist to produce an unforgettable experience in the metaverse, whether that's just collecting and really being a part of this experience that us as humans get to come in and create in the metaverse. It really is so important to us. And underlining and highlighting a lot of the beautiful creators, architects, world builders that we have, not only in alt space, but in the metaverse. It's something near and dear to our heart. And when we look at designers and creators like Nira, who's in the room just working her magic like always, and Artsy and Greg Edwards, it really is understanding that there's so much levels to this. And I don't want to cuss again, but I'm feeling very passionate about what we've created so far and what we're tapping into that's going to, I think, make the future of NFT Oasis look as abundant as it already has. In short.
Griff, you've rugged a little bit. Did you have a comment or did you want to say something?
I got a couple of things. One, first and foremost, Jen's been totally holding out on this whole dream house thing. She comes to hang out all the time, all the time. And she had her little sanctuary spot. We just say thank you so much for inviting us into your home. That's so cool. This is the first time I've been in there. So thank you. I would love to have a mini art walk about some of your pieces. If you could walk us around, it would be so dope. We'd love to see some of your jewelry.
Yeah, I'll take a second. Again, thank you every single one of you for tuning in. Like Cece said, you could be anywhere, but you're here, so thank you. And yeah, we want to find you where you are. So if you're tuning in from the live stream that I have on our Twitter, whether you're in our Discord or you're in here in Altspace already, this is my home. This is my sanctuary. This is where I've gotten a lot of aha moments about what exactly we're building here in the metaverse. And if you're tuning into the live stream and are seeing what I'm seeing, I've really, really wanted to make this space here. Let me get rid of this. There we go. So you get.
Hey, Jen, just so you know, it seems like the screen for us isn't broadcasting.
Yeah.
So just so you knew.
Oh, it has a little latency. Is it not?
I think it's just not on the broad. You know what I mean? The second button. Or maybe it's because I came in after like the graffiti
Oh,
wall.
on the actual
Yeah.
screen
Yeah.
metaverse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Here.
I just, just try and keep that family
I
moving.
think
I want to
yes.
listen
I
in the
think
metaverse.
I think I just fixed your
I
problem.
I would also just say, Jen, for anybody who's curious after or whatever, if you could pin the alt space, how to get in, that entry point page going through Microsoft. And again, it doesn't matter, but if it's up there,
Yeah,
maybe it
it's
lingers.
coming. It's coming.
So
It's coming. It's coming. We really want to make it as accessible to anybody. Like Existence has said earlier, you don't need an Oculus to come in. You can stream in on your PC, on your computer. It's on beta for Mac. And it does have a little glitch here and there, but again, we're working extensively behind the scenes to really make this accessible as possible. Like I said earlier, and like I believe spatial is to use spations. Alt space is our home. It's our metaverse home that we've gotten a chance to create a lot of beautiful immersive reality events for a lot of beautiful, talented people. So I don't think that's going anywhere. I think, if anything, we want to maximize our experience here in alt space. But we understand the accessibility. We understand that you do need a little bit more RAM to power a system like AltSpace. So we have solutions. We have browser-based solutions that were coming in the works, that I don't want to speak too much on because I don't want to take light and shine on that. But I really, really want to just be as easy as, this tech. It's very, very it's a lot if you're coming in for the first time and you're wanting to join and make an account. So we have that in the works. We have this easy onboarding tutorial that we want to make as accessible as anybody. And we want to gamify it. We want to create this sort of experience for people to grow as they learn with us, to have this sort of bounty experience when it comes to, hey, do you want to learn? We want to empower you for wanting to learn with us, and we want to create this journey that really speaks and moves mountain for people who want to find an opportunity in the metaverse, like a lot of us have been, and like a lot of us have found homes in a lot of these platforms. It's because we see an opportunity that we want to share with people. And I think that understanding this as something so special to us, and how we're pushing and rolling out a lot of the things that have been in the works these coming weeks is really going to bring a lot of clarity. So, again, yes, this is very immersive if you want to come in with us. But we have our meta vibes and chill as the way that I'm envisioning the evolution of meta vibes and chill is that, if you want help onboarding, maybe the 30 minutes that start, we can go in specifically on our Discord, and I will help you onboard if you're having any issues. And then the last hour of meta vibes, because it's usually a 2-hour event,
Hey,
it
Jen.
can be, you getting on your tricycle and learning if you're in PC or if you're in immersive. We have a lot of these. And Cece, let me know how you want to direct this conversation. But in our welcome world, where I'd be more than happy to live stream that, and here, if I can quickly. Once you go into alt space, we have the beautiful, beautiful ability to go into to. We've been fortunate enough. This is how I'm trying to reorient this statement. But we've been fortunate enough to be the featured world, the first featured world when it comes into alt space. So whether you know about NFT Oasis or not, and you're in alt space through your own journey, and you go into the featured world, we're always going to be that one featured world on the top. And that's where people can go into the welcome to the NFT Oasis world, where we have those cards that show you, if you're on your PC, this is what keys you use, this is how you use your mouse. If you're on headset, this is how you use your controllers to move forward, to look up, to fly. So I really am working very closely with the team here at NFT Oasis, outside of our academy, to build those re-engaging events with our community, to make sure that anybody who needs help is going to get that help. And our mission is to put all the help out there, whether it's through a course, or through a meta vibes and chill event where you can come in and learn. It's
Hey,
that
Jen, can you hear me?
ability to build community with learning surrounded and learning embedded in through our journeys. I see some questions, so I just want to pause. I don't want to go off in a tangent.
About NFT Oasis and alt
I was
space
going to go
VR,
ahead and let
or a little bit can be
Existence
about
to go first.
yourself.
Go ahead.
Because I'm over here looking at some beautiful pictures of jewelry. Well, I don't know if this is all supposed to be about NFT Oasis and alt space VR, or if a little bit can be about yourself. Because I'm over here looking at some beautiful pictures of jewelry, and I know you said you do that IRL. I'm also wondering, if you don't already, have you considered making NFTs of your jewelry, which would include the IRL piece?
Oh my gosh. Alan, thank you so much for that question. And yes, if I can take a minute or two, what you see when you go into my dream house is a corner of my business, Zen by Jen. And I've manifested this small business of mine through something very, very personal that was my spiritual journey. And I find so many beautiful experiences in my life that's very intentional with a lot of the things that I create, my jewelry being one of the main ones. And I want to highlight that word intention, right? Because whatever we give intention to, whatever we give thought to, manifest at a scale. And my business was something that it wasn't really about the pieces. It was more about the knowledge that you get when you get a piece of mine. I have and if you go into the metaverse, I have links where you can check out my Instagram, you can check out my Etsy page. And I've been taking this, again, heads down. It's been a heads down season. I go into the tarot a lot, and it's just this like hermit mode that I've embodied within a lot of ventures in my multi-dimensional life. But oh gosh, I guess I'm an open book in this conversation. But yes, I've thought about it. And I've been working very, very, very heads down, very hush hush on a project that I'm bringing into the metaverse very soon. Only a handful of you, Josh being one of them, have had the opportunity to see these pieces. They're coming to life in the metaverse, and I'm still working on the logistics of them. I'm working with a lot of amazing near and dear people in my life to bring this into manifestation. And I'm working on that idea, right? Because I want this to be as multidimensional as possible. If you have it in the metaverse, you can. There's tiers, right? There's levels to this, as I want to say. And if you purchase by just supporting, um, you have one tier. But if you want to go a little bit higher and support me a little bit more, I want to bless you. So it's that ability to have it URL and IRL that I'm still working through them. I really want this to be something very special, to where it's the knowledge that comes through when I am in a creative state and a creative flow of creating these, bringing these into life. Because I don't just want this to be a transaction. I never saw it about the money. I never saw it about, being a millionaire with this. No, it's about the learnings that I've had in my spiritual journey and what I want to pass on to you guys. I've worked with crystals in my personal spiritual journey so much as
Similar concept
amplifiers
to
to
how
what
you
I'm
think.
trying to manifest, bring into
Hi, Miss
existence.
Wonderful Girl.
The three that you see on here, it's rose quartz, amethyst. Oh, I guess there's just two. But I have so many others that
I
I'm
mean, I was
working
trying to
on.
get her to tell the
Tiger's Eye
truth, you know?
obsidian, and all of these have been
I'm proud of you. And
stories within my journey as a
you know what?
sovereign being
I
coming
appreciate you
into
very much.
this. And
I
these
hope me and you
pendants
can
are
continue to have
just a reminder, right?
inspiring
A
growth
friend
together.
who I
We
used to be in
really,
pop-ups
I
all the
really
time, so that
appreciate
was
you.
my best way
You
of
know, which is
connecting
why
with
I
my
keep
community. I just love
very,
when
very
people
open
hold
lines
stuff and
of how I
are
feel
there in
open
real
to
life,
you.
so I get to tap into their
I hope you
energy. But
understand that. I
my
appreciate you.
friend
Yeah,
who has
thank you.
severe anxiety, she
But that's
saw
what
the
I'm
pendant
about, is
as
making
something
sure people
soothing
get
because she
credit
was
where the
able
credit
to
is due. And
roll the beads
I
as she
know
was
you
holding
are.
it close to
I
her
want her
chest.
to be able to have a
And
chance
that's
to
this
talk about herself too.
when
So
we
Dude,
go
I'm just
into
excited.
ancient
She's never
knowledge,
invited
when
us
we
in.
go
This is the
into
awesome.
first time I've
EMF
been jealous
tapping
of
and
the
how you can
penthouse
tap into
or
your
the
body and
dream
tap
So
into
house.
the energetic
But
frequency. I
I
hope I'm
can't
not
afford
losing
anything
it
anybody.
else.
is very
When we're
amazing
going
looking.
into these
I
levels of
am really
consciousness,
at my
we
max with
can
NFTs and
use
stuff.
and
I
set
bought everybody's
intention to
projects. I
things,
bought everything
whether
I
that's
believed
just a
in.
thought or whether
And
that's
Griff,
I
you
know
something
it's
don't,
gonna
you
physical.
should
So
not
it was
feel, you
very
shouldn't feel
beautiful
you
hearing
have to
from
do
her that
that.
she got to
I'm just
You
manifest
upset
should
she doesn't
calm
have, you
and
have
should not
tranquility
have
she
to
doesn't
through my
have
feel.
my
piece,
ring could
through
be
just
rich.
like
She doesn't
touching
have
the
my ring
beads
could be
and
rich.
having them spin on that
NFT up.
pendant.
I'm very sad.
So I really
I'm
hope
teasing.
that
Oh,
as
I'm
I
teasing.
that I
evolve as
can
an
Uh,
see.
artist, that I
I
evolve
went to go
as
upstairs,
a
but then
small
I
Have you
felt
been
business
like it was
owner,
everywhere in the
I
private.
can
house?
bring those
Have you
It was
been
experiences
still
everywhere
little,
in the
but
into the
house
then
and
I
forgot
felt.
metaverse
there?
when I bring my piece
Listen,
into the
I'll say
metaverse.
this. I went upstairs and I felt that it was inappropriate to go into her bedroom. So I went
Yeah,
up
I can see
and then I was like, this is
Thank you
probably
for
not
so
right,
much for
you know?
sharing. Yeah, a little bit of
You
your
know.
heart in your art, because we all are creators here, and sometimes we get
Yeah.
lost in our passions.
Yes.
For sure. I get lost in the metaverse all the time, and then it takes an incredible human like Griff to remind me that I am a creator too. So your work is beautiful, and I really am grateful that you shared with us, because it is a beautiful story and it should be told. So that was like a pleasant little side note. So I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, One Existence, for reminding us that there are people behind these PFPs. I love you so much, sir. Prism, where are we at? I have been lost in VR trying to, not VR, but lost in the metaverse trying to make sure that I am capturing all of this stuff. So catch me up, Prizzy.
Yeah, for sure. We just talked about the from NFT Oasis where we can find out more, and that was on the web. You had a website, the socials, Discord. We talked about that, and we were going to open it up for questions. If anybody in the audience has questions that isn't already on the speaker panel, or if you can't get away from the something and you want to be able to just type in your question, go ahead and put that in the bottom right. We will definitely take those questions in just a minute. And we are going to boost. I think that was where we're at. Yes. And then final thoughts.
Yeah, and just to recap
Ooh.
where people can find out more, nftoasis.co. You can find us across all social platforms at nftoasis. And you can join our Discord. So there's a lot of entry points. And again, I want to highlight and reiterate, we want to find you where you're at. If you want to just follow us and stay for the ride, definitely. And if you want to learn a little bit more, our website, nftoasis.co, has a lot of amazing just knowledge behind our journey, our mission, and what we're trying to captivate here in the metaverse. So, yes, let's reset the room.
Oh, yes. And Prizzy, let's shamelessly plug the events going on this week,
Please.
because we've got so much going on in the metaverse, and I want to make sure everybody's on top of it so nobody gets the FOMO.
No.
So I will start tonight. In Altspace is the jazz. There's the funk and jazz at, is it the Tiny Room? Tell us about it.
Yes, and
Cora.
I will share that and try to pin it to the comment in just a second. But let me just talk about it. So we have an amazing record. It's like a recording studio in Inglewood, California, where we stream live into the metaverse every Monday. You can find us there. You can find me there. And it's a beautiful gathering. So artists from all over LA come together every single month, every single week, sorry, every single Monday to just tap into music, tap into the frequency of music, get your week going with a lot of music. It's a membership based in our IRL studio in Inglewood, but you don't have to pay anything to come into the metaverse and experience this. It's the metaverse layer, so we have that record like producing record studio where we create all of those events. We just opened up another office in LA. This one's going to be a lot more design based, where we're going to be working with a lot of exciting things coming without sharing too much, where we're going to be designing a lot of our own characters to come in. And we want to work very closely with artists. We want to work very closely with, how we utilize the green screen, how we utilize all the technology that NFT Oasis has to bring it to the community. So our LA office, we just opened it up. I literally worked with my team around the clock a couple weeks ago to get it all designed out. We just got our table, all our TVs in there. So it's gonna be a central hub for creative and communities to come in and create with NFT Oasis to really, really anchor ourselves in the ability that we have to work with the technology and to create something very special, as we have with our tiny room studio. It's more of the tiny room is more of a band artist who's like specialize in singing and have multiple people in their band. That's where we send off. But what we're really trying to create in NFT Oasis is just offices and places for people to tap in and play out a journey that they want to create here with NFT Oasis. So we're really setting ourselves for success in that end. But yes, tonight we have the live stream from the Tiny Room Studio in the Metaverse. And that happens every single Monday. I will be sharing and linking um, to this chat.
Beautiful. And just so you guys know, after a long day in the metaverse, in spaces, in galleries, and talking to people, I'm not gonna lie, this is my decompress. I like to enter the the band room in alt space and just chill out, have a few laughs, do a little graffiti, talk to Jen, fly around with butterfly wings. And it's a really good way for me personally to end my day. So now you know my secret, guys, and you are all welcome, because Jen says I have to invite everybody because she says that's a nice thing to do. Uh, and I do want to remind you guys about International Wednesday, hosted by the Dope Stilo Music Club. This event just keeps getting bigger, just keeps getting better. So many great people, so many new faces, so many OGs, a great networking opportunity. It is in Spatial at Stilo's environment. And it's just a really good time. Lots of dancing, lots of 3, 4, 5s going on. And that is now on Wednesday. And that is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, there's really something special happening this week, and I just want to take a moment to celebrate our good friend Ira. She has a gallery awakening. This is the third one. It's this Friday at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I've been to all of her openings, and they just keep getting better, you guys. The art, the environment, it's just visionary is the only word that I have for it. And I'm really excited. And I just want to take a moment to say, Ira, I love you, and I love your vision, and I love what you're doing. And I will be there on Friday with bells on. There is a robot named the CC bot, or however it's named after me, and I have to see it. So I'm so excited for that. So thank you for letting me shamelessly plug. And I am so excited. Where are we at Prizzy.
Oh, hello. The mute button didn't want. Okay, so Griff wanted to come up, and then if he has a question, let him go through the tunnel. And once he's through the tunnel, all right, Griff, you have a question? Go
I
ahead.
just wanted to first say to Jen, A, for the first time, and I've been in a few dream houses, but this is the first time I'm actually jealous, you know, as a penthouse owner, I am now jealous of your sanctuary. Um,
Oh,
and
no, no, no. Created an amazing, amazing
I'm
home for
oh,
yourself.
I love, I've always been a city kid. It is home, but I just love your space, and I'm really proud of you. So, thanks for helping me grow, and it's great to see your growth as well.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you. Yeah, it's so beautiful that I've got this opportunity to open up my home for you guys. If you're still tuning into the live stream, I've taken you on the upstairs, a little tour of the upstairs. I have just pictures of my life and pictures of my story that I've compiled over the years, and it's not done. I don't think home decor is ever done. I think as we experience things, we bring things into our home, at least I do in real life. So this is ever evolving, and I'm just happy that I got to open up my home with you guys. I have a beautiful little singing bowl sanctuary section. I don't even know what you would call it in the middle. And I love to pop in meditations in there and then just sit and play my singing bowls. I've designed it to where if you're looking at it from an angle, you see kind of like this light pierce in specifically into that area. But yeah, everybody is more than welcome to come in, favorite this world, and come in. It's just a compilation of me. It's who I am as a person, as just a curious being. If you see, I have one of the first posters that really resonated to me about this great awakening. And take some time to come in and experience for yourself. I can drop in with CC and share world codes. And who knows, maybe we can have art walks here, with any artists in the room right now that want to come in and perform. My house is your house. It's that Mexican culture of mi casa es tu casa. I'm opening up and just wanting to be a community leader.
Awesome. I have I have a kind of possibly might be controversial a little bit question for you. I know it's not something we had on the list, and you don't have to answer it. Um, it's something that I've been like I had the NFTs that were part of Minecraft, and I know Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, and I believe Altspace is also a Microsoft product or subsidiary. And I
Yeah.
was just wondering what your thoughts are as far as like the NFTs and in this particular environment, and then Microsoft's sort of current policy that they're putting in place with Minecraft, and then just from a business owner, you are in this and working with NFTs. I'm just curious as far as like that how that's playing out. I don't know that much about it, so I was just curious from you.
Yeah, and I don't really know a lot about it too, so I do apologize for my inaccuracy here, but yes, I do know that Altspace is owned by Microsoft as well. I'm not really that knowledgeable in the in that transactional too, when it comes to that other platform, but I do want to say that Microsoft is very, very just transparent and open when it comes to the evolution. I know there's been talks of it being kind of like updated or almost like revamped into what a lot of things have been talked about with like the evolution of alt space and where it's going. I think just as any other business modal or corporation based like thinking when it comes to corporate world, there's always going to be that extension or that what's the best way of saying it, there's always going to be that evolution when it comes as something so revolutionary that we have here in Web3. And I just know that, well, I hope, first of all, that whatever anything is evolving into, I just pray that community is always something that's on the forefront. Nothing would be anywhere it is now without us really being on the driver's side and choosing to come in and to connect in whatever platform that may be Altspace, maybe Microsoft, whatever they decide to do, Spatial, Decentraland. It really is all about the community members that are in there and that are choosing to really re reevaluate where they build community in.
Hey, I don't mean to jump in. I'm a hand guy, you know that. So, first of all, again, Prism, High C, thank you so much for the opportunity to be a part of this and grow with you all. I'd also like to mention I see my little brother Biometa 888 Alfie. Thank you all for joining in, and to the new people I don't know, I just say from top to bottom, you're in a special group, and if we all share and grow together, who knows what we're gonna do? Shout out to 888. Um, I just wanted to say Microsoft, as someone who's been a Mac user for a long, long time, as far as I know, I have a lot of data on it, but they actually are moving their transactions for Microsoft, like Xbox, to blockchain. So they're cutting edge there. I don't know how I feel about them, getting $100 billion and making the HoloLens for the military, but I think ultimately, almost everything that we have in this somehow connected multi society has those same attributes from our taxes on. So I think we got to chill there. But they are pushing, and they've been pushing since they were broken up in a lot of different ways. And even though I don't roll with them, I'd say their security mechanism and tethering things to each device and making that clear choice is something that they really have pushed since the Xbox. Like, as a parent, um, I only let my kids play certain games, and I have to log them into other ones to take a look or who to follow. So is that authoritarian? I don't know, but I appreciate it. I feel like it's really hard as a parent to be a Mac parent because they don't let you separate accounts. They try and force things that I don't really feel are necessary without ever letting the children be individuals. Um, Whether you like your kids' data being scraped or not, I mean, welcome to this world. There's nobody not getting scraped. Um, so they're pushing, and I think they're pushing in a very cool way. And it's funny also to see a lot of companies saying they're not doing blockchain, or they're not, like Google, great example. Even though I'm very thankful to them overall, you're now going to be able to read anybody's Ethereum wallet, what can be read out and not hidden, right in a Google search. So things are changing fast. And they also use Chainlink, and they're $4 billion invested there. But they say they don't have any active blockchain projects to the public. Then, but it's there. Um, and that goes on and on and on and on and on with all these companies.
Yeah,
Uh,
I think my question was specifically about NFTs. I'm sorry to like interrupt you, but like
no, I
is
think
and
they're
then
working very hard. The problem is the gaming community with them.
right, and
That's the
that's
problem.
yeah, that's the concern is that well, if you built something and you had an NFT store, right, and then I just saw this happen to like large investors where they put a lot of money into building NFT related lands, and I'm not going to name the projects, but they all had to go back to the drawing board, and that I mean that's something to be just cognizant that has happened,
Yeah.
and that we have to be aware of it. I just
So
do your research, of course, like you said, and that's all I'm saying. Yeah.
I would chime in there, Prism, and say, so I got two partners together, and that's why making NFT. Whenever I speak, I always say I'm JGriff 120 and separate myself, because there are partnerships. I have Hamachi Hodl and Justin Guarini, who was on American Idol, is our other founding member of our penthouse purchase, because it was not cheap. But I was buying into the belief of NFT Oasis, and really giving back to people who got for me. And what I purchased was an NFT that shows the ownership of my penthouse. So I just take pictures to show my NFTs in their space, but I'm okay with that because they're growing every day. Being an insider and growing with them, I see their roadmap is beautiful. Um, I've learned so much, and though the art walks were so special during COVID, when as me, a traveling photographer who was chasing race cars with AMG Mercedes, no doubt, doing taking hot laps with NASCAR drivers and sliding with these what we the guy like literally on a track for miles sliding around. And then there was COVID, and I was so depressed sitting in my basement worried about my kids, and NFT Oasis gave me a way to grow during that time, and it was so beautiful. I just wanted to grow with it. And so I just say, let's not get held up in what any of this shit is. We find those special people and places and relationships. That's what this is about. I buy the wearables of my squad like Biometa DJs
Oh
with the
no.
beat trackers and finding funny ways to catch Alfie because he's a hard guy to catch. Let me tell you. Uh, meeting Brit, I like to call him the horned goat, the goat alpha. That's my guy right there. I geeked out so hard hanging out with him the other day that I was like, I gotta just stop. So I'm gonna stop and tell you how much I appreciate you all, every last one of you in here. Let's fucking go.
Aw, thank you, Griff. Your words are always so kind and uplifting, which is really nice. I did post to the top there the International Wednesdays flyer, as well as Ira's gallery opening flyer. If you guys are interested, you should be interested. They're going to be great community building events. And of course, tonight you know where to find me after a hard day. I'm going to be listening to some jazz with a glass of wine and a spray can. I love that. I
Yeah.
love graffiti.
I did want to say that I love I love that you showed us the like you're streaming it directly from there. I think that's beautiful, and I want to end on a high note. I had to ask the question, so like I appreciate you guys answering that, and I do want to say like I love the space, like how the reflections are, and I mean it's beautiful. I love the bubbles that are flying up. I like you have me going to download the Mac version. I think I downloaded it and got the update. So I'll probably also put it on my headset too. So thank you so much. I'm in. Thanks.
Thank you, thank you. I
Wisdom, I can't wait to have you in the penthouse.
Yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And no, 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 by all means, those questions, it keeps us curious, and it keeps us, like the story I shared earlier, it keeps us aware. And I think knowledge is something that's going to drive a lot of people within this next journey and this next evolution of human connectivity. We have to be asking those questions. We have to keep the curiosity to ourselves to keep us sovereign. So no, 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 no bad note. I really just want to be open and transparent about what we're building
Sorry,
and how we can best
I had to jump
position
out of the Twitter
ourselves to
space. I
be
am
at a
in a meeting.
place to
Sorry.
empower you guys. So I appreciate the time. I appreciate being here. CC Prism, thank you so much for having NFT Oasis, for having me, and for just being a this amazing pioneer in what you're creating. I want to reiterate again, the metaverse is us. It's wherever you are, it's wherever you're connecting with your friends, whether it's in one of our beautiful worlds, listening to music with some butterfly ears, with a spray can in your hand, being creative, or in spatial and looking at these amazing artists, or in Decentraland with Biometa and a lot of amazing people here. It's us and it's here. So I'm just so happy to build with you guys, and excited to take you where NFT Oasis is going.
Thank you so much, Jen. We have a very special guest with us. We have the one, the only Chon. How are you doing, Chon?
Hi, Cece. No, it's very late night for me. That's a bit too dramatic. Just came up here because I did have a question to ask. And are you guys in any metaverse space right now?
Yes, I'm in Spatial in my new gallery, and I am also in Jen's beautiful dream house in Altspace VR.
Alt Space VR, does it only work with a VR set or something?
You can reach it from a desktop. There are a couple of hitches in the giddy up that Jen could probably walk you through.
Yeah, so AltSpace VR is virtual reality. It's compatible with the Oculus headset, but you don't need an Oculus headset to come in. You can come in with a PC or a Mac laptop. You just have to be mindful of the current update that you need for it and be aware that AltSpace in Mac is still in beta. So there are a lot of things that they're still working with that. But yeah, all you need to do is go over to altvr.com and then download the platform onto your computer, and then you onboard. Again, we want to make it as easy as possible to really onboard and find you where you're at. So we have a lot of things coming down the pipeline when it comes to holding classes, having academy courses where you learn, and it's going to be this journey where we're going to teach you but also give you the opportunity to bounty with us, to really make this a journey that you create sovereignty for yourself within, whether you're wanting to come in and you take the course and you love it, and then you want to do something more. If you're an artist and you want to create in our world, there's a journey for that. If you're a freelancer looking to work with a lot of artists, or an artist that you love that's going to come in and do something, there's a journey for you. If you're a world builder and you've just love what we're building and you want to build with us, there's a journey for you. So there's going to be a lot of journeys that we're going to be coming out in the next few, coming soon. I never like to give timelines because it's just unraveling as it is, but coming soon, yes, we are going to have all of these things open, and um, best to find you where you're at with how you can join the ecosystem. We'd love to have you if you're an artist, if you're a world builder, if you're a designer, if you're an architect, if you're a freelancer, if you're a collector. We want to hear from you. We want to connect with you, and we really, really want to empower you. That's the key word here. It's abundance and empowerment that we really, really want to showcase. Yes, I see you have another question.
Oh yeah, I tried to download it through the Microsoft what call it, Microsoft Shop or whatever it is, but it's not able to download. I don't know what's going on. It doesn't know why. So I don't know. Maybe I'll try it on Steam later. But right now
Yeah,
I'm a bit too
better
tired.
if you go into the website. So it's altvr.com, and you can go in and really, it might be a, if you're on Mac, I'm not so sure, and we can hop on a call after, or I can best support you somewhere else. But there are, it might be that you're not, your update isn't where the beta runs, or you said it's in the Microsoft Store. So it's just best to go into altvr.com, and then it's going to say download from here. You're going to scroll past all of the headset options, where it says download for your device, and then you can do that effortlessly. But nonetheless, I'd love to connect with you, and I'd love to help you out. So if you want to join our events, you're able to do so. But again, we're in the mode of empowering people and sharing our knowledge. So if you want to send me a message, I can be more than happy to
Hi.
walk you through.
Okay, no, I just wanted to point it out because if I go all the way down and press on download Alt Space VR, I'm just back to the same page at the top. And it's meant for Oculus Quest or Rift, Windows Mixed Reality or HTC Vive. So when I go to the no headset, no problem option, it's download AltSpace VR on your PC computer and enjoy 2D mode. So I guess you need to have the headsets to enjoy it.
No, you don't need to have a headset to enjoy it. So it's and I'm sorry everybody on the call. It's possibly like a connectivity error that you're getting with your web browser to get it downloaded on. I'm going through the process right now and it's working fine with me. So I don't know if you might just need to reset something, but when I go to altvr.com, as soon as I'm there, it's Be Together Anywhere. You go to download now, you scroll past all the options, no headset, no problems. You have the option to get it on Steam, get it from
Hey,
Microsoft and Mac
hey, Jen,
OS.
and hey, how about this? So you guys keep rolling. I'm
Yes.
happy. I'll send her a direct message, and I'll jump on. I've onboarded at least 150 people, Mac, PC,
Mm,
VR. So there's no worries. I'll jump in your DMs, and I'm happy to get you sorted. Okay.
yeah. So happy to help in any.
Thank you. But right now I'm going to sleep already. I just thought that you guys were going to do. I mean, when I used to join this space some weeks back, it's all about jumping through different metaverse, and I thought that you guys were doing that. That's why I wanted to know if I join you somewhere. That's all. Thanks, guys.
Yes, thank you, thank you. Have a good night. I look forward to connecting with you.
Joan is a wonderful curator of artworks. They have done, I think it's up to 9 or 10 levels of over 300 artists, I think. It's called Off NFT NYC, and they are a champion of artists who don't have reliable access to, pardon me, to the metaverse, or internet connectivity. So Chone advocates for them and gets their artwork seen. There's been many sales in Off NFT NYC. So yeah, Chone is a really good resource, a very good community leader, and just an artist themselves. Chone's artwork is a fantastic and beautiful and compelling. So thank you so much for joining us, Chone. I do hope to see you in Altspace VR because you look fabulous with wings. And I think you would like the wings that are available at Griff's Penthouse.
Yay! Yeah, I would like to have wings. And Cici, you're overselling me. You're overselling me. It's very hard to back down from that.
Every time, I know. I happen to be in love with Tone. So yes, I do fangirl over them quite a bit. All right. So Prizzy, where are we at, my friend?
Yeah, we are. Well, we're trying to jump in. I was trying to jump into the space. I'm currently my challenge at the moment has been to sign into Microsoft. So to use AltSpace VR, I guess this is my first time, so I'm a noob. Apologize for the noobness, but you have to sign in with a Microsoft, and I'm struggling with their device login, and then like they have really great security. Like I've had about 10 emails that said that I'm logging in, so that's cool. Um, so I do appreciate the extra security, but yeah, I think that's where I'm at the moment. So I'm still struggling a little bit. So
Yeah,
I get through it.
anybody still hasn't onboarded. The reason why, and I know one of our team members, Nira, she explained it so clearly to me, something that I really understood and appreciated about the way that Microsoft does their authentication is because when you're in the metaverse, you really put yourself in these positions to be targeted with bullies and with people who have ill intent. So it really is important to understand that you are a person, whether you're in front of a computer, whether you're in a headset, you are a person communicating with other people. So the ability to be kind always, to not bully, to not be mean, is something that people just don't understand. So I remember Nira has been doing this for a very long time. And I remember there just being a lot of hate going around into these metaverses where people would even go against races or go against just whatever way they can to make fun of somebody or bully someone, which is something that in my eyes is not acceptable whatsoever. So I respect alt space. I know it's a little annoying to go through creating an account, but it's the best way to keep you safe because there's connectivity. People can, there's this understanding of decentralized and being a secret, but when you're dealing with people, you shouldn't you shouldn't disconnect from your sovereignty. You shouldn't disconnect from just trying to bring people down and rip them apart. And it's very much so living sovereign in this new evolution that we're creating in the metaverse. So yes, it's something that we go through in our courses with, joining and setting up your account. It's another email, I know, but it's once you're in, you're in. And I know Josh has onboarded. We've onboarded a lot of people on here, and it could be a little hiccup to get on. But just like anything, it's growing pains. And once you've learned, you're in. You can come into our events. You can be a community member with us. So I just appreciate each and every single one of you who take the time to come in, and we're working on it. We are wanting to find you where you're at with solutions that can be a lot easier than what it is now to come into our world without sharing a lot. It's coming. It's coming.
Yeah, I think that leads to a really great conversation about, maybe in the future we can have this conversation of like
Yeah. Hey,
what we call etiquette in the metaverse. We've been talking, Hi CC and I have been talking about that a little bit. Like, what is a good etiquette? I mean, there's the security features of, a login, a credential, but then there's there is some sense of etiquette when you go into a space and what you do. And I mean, I've been to spaces when like somebody had like music going on in the background. I couldn't hear anything they said, and like it wasn't, and I was just like, hey, and then I had to turn my speaker off. I had to mute them, and like there's this whole like dynamic, just like same thing with Twitter Spaces. We try not to talk on each other. We have like a speaker panel, and so it's same thing, but how in each one has some little bit of etiquette differences, right? Like we don't necessarily like every time I jump in, it's not just onboarding the software; it's also what's the etiquette when you come in. So I think it's a really interesting discussion.
yeah.
Maybe soon we can have that discussion. I think we started talking about it a little bit. Griff's coming back up, I think. Hope you're not rugging. He's in the tunnel.
Oh, yeah, Griff. Yeah.
So
Griff.
I can, I have taken a lot of people down this path. So I'll give you where everybody gets stuck, right? So there are two things. One, Mac truly is on beta, so you cannot click between the two screens. So here's my advice through this process, right? Start on a browser, yeah, and then you go to the first one, right? And it's going to say sign up with Microsoft. So there are two things. One, if you ever had a Skype account that's still associated, you do have a Microsoft account. A lot of us who are pioneers had that, but no longer have that email. You don't need a Microsoft email. You need to associate an email with a Microsoft account. For example, I use my Gmail address because I can access it. Some people like to use their primary address. Some people, when they sign up for metaverse stuff, have a secondary. But I wouldn't just make one up because you will need to use it at some point. So it's better to just be somewhat real after you associate it, right? And that's your creation of Microsoft. So then you go back to the program, right? And then you say, sign up. So then it asks you to sign up, okay? And it's going to ask you for one more step. And for Mac users, here's where everybody, there you go. There are two things, right? They think one that we've signed up for AltSpace because we signed up for Microsoft. That is a misnomer. So you actually have to sign up now officially for AltSpace VR. That's usually the
Yeah.
first step.
What is linking your
Right.
account.
And then there is one last step that I suggest to do um, before you even open the program again. If you're on a Mac, and there are two ways to get out of this, but either way, I would open up microsoft.com/device login, right? And if you're on a Mac, the issue
Oh,
is when you go to sign up,
um,
you can't click on that right now. So what you need to
hey,
do is
Griff.
basically Alt Tab, right? And I suggest what you do is either write on notes.
Hey, Griff.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm going to interrupt you today. I'm sorry. We are going to shut
Okay,
down.
no
I do
worries.
want to. I do want to definitely everybody in the room that's trying it out for the first time. I'm following you, and then definitely if you have questions, I think this is a great opportunity to connect through DM. So just wanted to throw that out there.
Yes, yes.
Thank you so much again for the time and all the energy that you're spending. You know, onboarding people and like what you're building is really beautiful. I can't wait to check it out. So yeah, definitely. Cece, back to you.
Oh my gosh, you guys, this has been an incredible day with you. If you are able to hop into Jen's penthouse, I think we're going to go check out some other spaces. Would really love to do that with you all. So we can, we've only got about 20 more minutes until the top of the hour, and I usually have a hard out at that time. So I'd love to have a few more minutes with you guys in alt space. We can have some closing remarks for sure. But this has been so incredible. Thank you so much, Jen. What you got for me, girl? I got your hand up.
Yes, yes. And again, thank you, thank you. I don't want to take any more of your time. Again, I'm really appreciative of coming on here and just having this opportunity to speak to you. And it really is just a growing pain. So I want to spend one more minute just going over this journey, right? And I've been talking about it. So if you're really interested, go over to our Discord. And I really want to make it apparent to be as transparent and open with the journey that it's going to take. So if there's one call to action, it's to join our ecosystem, join our Discord. There's going to be a lot of changes that are going to happen to our Discord in the next coming weeks. So we just want to make sure that our Discord is that call to action to adopt the journey. You know, once you, we want to thank you. And whether that's with an NFT or with something else, we want to thank you for even making that first initial journey to onboard with us. And then from there, you can take that and you know it's like a bounty. It's like this journey that you go through, you get that and you redeem a entrance ticket to whatever journey you want. So that's that call to action that we're curating here. So we want to make it as beneficial for you to come into our ecosystem and to build with us. So yes, again, thank you, Josh. Thank you for all of what you've done so far. But I think NFT Oasis is going to take it from here and really just give back to the community. Make sure that we are empowering you guys to adopt a journey with us, to come into our ecosystem and really empower yourself to be an artist in here, to just create these experiences with us. So again, I just want to close out by saying thank you to everybody here. You could have been anywhere, but you're here. And I just really, from the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful that you guys have given me this time to speak, to share a little bit more about it. I would love to stay on and just listen to whatever spatial world that you have and all of the events coming up, whether it's in spatial, Decentraland, or whatever your metaverse home is. I want to close by saying the metaverse is us. It's the experience that we create inside of these technologies. So thank you, thank you, thank you so much, Prism, Hi CC, and everybody in the room. I love you guys so much.
Thank you so much, Jen. This has been episode 22 of Metaverse Monday. We've had an amazing chat with Pink Aura of NFT Oasis. It's been so great having you all with us today. I do want to pass the mic to Prism for any last thoughts. Then we'll quickly go around the room. If anybody has anything they would like to share with us as their last thought, we'd love to hear it. Prism, to you.
Right. Thank you so much for your time again, NFT Oasis. I am excited to go check out your live funk and jazz jam that's happening later today. That's awesome. I really appreciate your time today, everybody that's here. Yeah, for any Spatians, just got to throw this out there that you want to make sure that if you're not on spatial.io, you need to get on there. It's all you need is an email address, and make sure that you reserve your name. That's They now have the spatial profiles. If you haven't done it already, you can, if you logged in, you can go to spatial.io and then go up, and once you've signed in, look at your emoji up on the top right corner of the screen. I think I posted it in the bottom right, so you should see the tweet about that, and you can just change it, reserve that name. That's like golden name versus having numbers and computer generated names. So got to do that right away. Have a Oh, and I love the spaces that have come out. In my good morning tweet. Oh my gosh, I was in an asteroid belt earlier. That was amazing. With the geodes is like a computer generated space, or Gala rocks. Oh my gosh, amazing space. I was also in a Rubik's cube. Uh, Holy moly. It's just amazing. I love the spaces. I love all the builds that are coming. There's just so many creative people in the space. Keep building. We are super early, and this is a great way. Make sure you're following everybody in the room today. And let's see. I think that's all I have. Let's see. Let's go around the room. So I'm just going to go based on what I see. We have just one more speaker. Yeah, NFT Oasis. You get to close up the show, and I'm going to play some music at the end.
Oh, wow, wow, wow. I thought I did, but I'm more than happy to go again. Um, I'm again, I just want to say thank you so much for just giving me the ability to speak and the ability to close out the event. I had so much fun. We want to find you where you are. So if you even tune in, I'll have the live stream going a little bit more. I'll take a little tour of our welcome world. Our welcome world is something that we host every single Friday. That's Meta Vibes and Chill. So again, we stream it into our Discord, and I can, if it really is about empowering you guys to come in or just learn a little bit more about this technology, I'm more than welcome to help spend 30 minutes just like answering any questions, and then we all come in when everyone else has had their questions answered, and we just party in the metaverse. So that's Meta Vibes and Chill on Friday. Tonight we have the amazing event with Tiny Room Studios with live streaming funk and jazz. Please come out. We will be live streaming it as well. So again, we want to find you where you are. No need, no pressure. I know it's a lot. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody. So much love. Many, many blessings. I hope you guys all have a beautiful, beautiful Monday and a beautiful week. Many, many blessings to you and yours. Cue the music, Prism.
This is To My Friends from Songs of Eden. Also a part of his album, beautiful song. So it's all to all my friends here today, and make sure you're following everybody in the room. Have a great rest of your Metaverse Monday.
And don't forget, there will be a Songs of Eden concert on November 1st, I believe, in Spatial. You get your tickets now.
Bye, guys.
Cece. Cece. Hey, Cece. Close the space. No, wait.
Okay, Brizzy.
Wait, Cece.
What?
There's a I want to give away something. Can I give something away?
You can always give something away, Brizzy.
Well,
Just not your secrets.
Songs of Eden wants to give it away. Really? Can I give the song away? Like the ones that we're listening to?
Oh, wow. Does anybody want a song? Show me hearts if you guys want a song.
All right. I'm gonna take a picture of everybody in the room. Then I'm gonna load it up onto the wheel, and then afterwards, after the show.
Okay, Prissy. You're so funny.
Okay. See you next week. See you next week, everybody.
Love you guys. Bye.